On our next example right here, we do have a radical in it or a square root. And our earlier method of solving this would be to get the square root by itself and square both sides. And that actually would work here, but it's a little bit messy. Let's see if there's another method that we can use. Again, this doesn't look like something squared plus something, but it's in that ax squared plus bx plus c trinomial pattern. So let's see if U-substitution will work here. What is sitting in the b spot? B is a positive 2, and right next to it is a square root of x. So we're going to let u equal the square root of x. And this doesn't look like it's going to work to me, but let's see if this works. So if I set u equal to the square root of x and I square both sides, what do I get? I get, well, the square root of x squared is just x. So u squared would be substituted in where we see just an x, and u would be substituted in where we see the square root of x. And I have both of those in this original equation. So let's go ahead and do the u substitution. That's going to give us u squared plus 2u minus 3 is equal to 0. Now this looks fairly simple, and it is a fairly straightforward factor. So what multiplies to -3 and adds to +2? Well, -3 and 1, and remember our variable here is u. Setting each of these factors equal to 0, we're going to get that u is equal to -3 and u is equal to +1. But remember, it's not all about u, it's about x. And remember, in our original question here, u was equal to the square root of x. So we need to put that square root of x back into the equation. How do I undo a square root? Well, I square both sides. So my two candidate answers for x are 3, or sorry, -3 times -3 is 9, and 1. But just like all square root problems, we need to go back and check our answers by plugging into the original equation. So plugging 9 into this original equation for all the x's. 9 plus 2 square root of 9 minus 3, does that equal 0? Does 9 plus 2 times 3 minus 3 equal 0? This is not looking promising. 9 plus 6 minus 3, that does not equal 0. So we need to throw out 9 as an answer. Let's look for 1. Does 1 plus 2 square root of 1 minus 3 equal 0? Well, 1 plus 2 times 1 is 2 minus 3 equals 0. Yes, 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So we'll keep the x equals 1 answer, and we will drop the square root, the x equals 9 answer.